Did you know that outdated software is one of the biggest vulnerabilities when it comes to cybersecurity? In 2023, cybercriminals exploited a vulnerability in the MOVEit software, a tool used for encrypting and transferring files. Despite patches being available, the oversight led to ransomware attacks targeting industries like education, finance and insurance. In the same year, Citrix software faced a major vulnerability, rated 9.4 out of 10 on the severity scale. Thousands of unpatched systems were exploited, leading to disruptions across both private and public networks. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something that can make or break your cybersecurity: keeping your software up to date. We're going to cover what updates actually do, go over some real-world consequences of ignoring them, and share some practical tips to keep your system secure. My name's Tony, let's jump in. So let's start with the basics. What exactly are software updates? Think of them like upgrades or repairs for your digital tools, whether it's your computer, your smartphone, or any other connected device. Software updates come in different forms, but they usually serve three main purposes. The first one, security. These are fixes that close the gaps in your software's defenses. Developers are constantly monitoring for vulnerabilities that hackers and attackers could exploit, and when they find one, they release a patch to fix it. You've then got performance improvements. So updates aren't just about security. Sometimes they include tweaks to make your software faster, more stable, or less prone to crashing. Think of it like you're tuning up a car. You're optimizing it to run at its best. And finally, new features and enhancements. Developers often use updates to roll out new features, improve usability, or even redesign parts of the software to make it more efficient or more user-friendly. For example, you might notice that an app looks different or has new tools after an update. When that happens, they've released some new features. So in essence, software updates are like a maintenance package for your digital stuff. They're designed to keep your devices running smoothly, safely, and efficiently. Without regular updates, you are using outdated tools, which may not work well, or worse, leave you vulnerable to attack. So I want to talk about two recent examples that highlight the risks of not updating your software. In 2023, the MOVEit software vulnerability caused widespread ransomware attacks. Hackers exploited unpatched systems to target industries like education, finance, and insurance. And these attacks could have been prevented if the software had been updated promptly. That same year, Citrix software faced that severe vulnerability that I mentioned at the start of the video, a 9.4 out of 10 rating on the severity scale. And that was despite the availability of a patch. So many systems remained unpatched, leading to significant exploitation. This just shows how failing to update your software can leave systems exposed to threats. Now, let's make sure you stay ahead of the game. Here are 4 simple tips to keep your devices as secure as possible, but more importantly, up to date. Number 1, enable auto updates. Most devices and software applications have an auto update feature. Enabling this means updates will be installed automatically as soon as they're released. This is especially important for operating systems and antivirus type software. It saves you time, but it also ensures that you remain protected, even if you forget to manually check, which is tip 2, check manually. Because while auto updates are convenient, they're not foolproof. Some updates require manual action, especially for less common software or older hardware. So make it a habit to regularly check your settings or the software's website to ensure you're running the latest version to make sure you're not missing anything. For instance, plugins for browsers or older apps will probably need this manual intervention. Number 3, update everything, not just your operating system. So when most people think of updates, the focus is often on the operating system, but that's just the beginning. Applications, browser plugins, and even hardware drivers need updating too. For example, an outdated browser plugin could become a backdoor for cyber attackers, even if your main system is completely up to date. And number 4, if you don't use a piece of software anymore, get rid of it. Because every piece of software on your device is a potential entry point for attackers. If you're not using a program, it's best to uninstall it. This not only reduces vulnerability, but frees up space on your device, which can improve system performance. Before we wrap up, let's quickly go over how to check for updates on the most popular devices. So if you are a Windows user, click on that start button on your keyboard or on screen, and you want to go to Settings, and down the left hand side you've got Update and Security, and then choose Windows Update. Click on the blue Check for Updates button, and if there are updates available, they'll download and install automatically. For Mac, click on the Apple menu in the top left corner, select System Preferences or Settings, depending on the version of macOS you're using. Click Software Update and choose Update Now, or Upgrade Now if updates are available. If you're an iOS user, so using an iPhone or an iPad, open the Settings app, go to General and then Software Update. If updates are available, tap Download and Install. And for Android generally, it's Settings, scroll down to System and then System Update. But this may vary depending on the device you're using. Regardless, if there's an update, follow the prompts to download and install it. Keeping these devices updated is easy and it just takes a few minutes. It's one of the most simplest ways for you to be able to protect your data as well as maintain your device's performance. So here's your challenge. Right after this video, I should be saying go like and subscribe and this, that and the other and go watch another video. But no, check for updates on all of your devices. Keeping your software updated is the easiest ways to protect yourself from cyber threat. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you don't miss more tips on staying secure in the digital world. Stay safe and I'll see you next time.